नमस्ते सभी को। इस स्वतंत्रता दिवस के शुभ अवसर पर सभी को मेरे तरफ से हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं। तो ये जो सेलिब्रेशन है एवरी ईयर म्यो जनरल ग्राउंड में होता है, लेकिन इस बार म्यो बाजार में सेलिब्रेट करने जा रहे हैं। तो ये जो आगे का दृश्य मैं आपको दिखाने जा रहा हूँ, तो बने रहे मेरे साथ।
Here begins the parade of the 12 contingents from different schools of Miao subdivision. The parade commander Baharuddin Talukdar from Government High Secondary School, Miao NCC Cadet. The parade CHM we have Pema Wangiji, SR. We have 12 marching contingents from different schools within the subdivision of Miao. Very soon we will be seeing the parade, the platoon coming towards the flag base and giving the salute to the national flag on this auspicious 18th Independence Day celebration. मंच को सलामी देते हुए एनसीसी बॉयज फ्रॉम गवर्नमेंट हायर सेकेंडरी स्कूल लेड बाय द प्लाटून कमांडर विपुल उरांव.
We have NCC girls GHSS Miao, platoon commander Miss Preeti Kumari.
Next we have the NSS cadets from Government High Secondary School Miao, led by the platoon commander Monlik Maimo.
We have Theophilus School Namphai 2, platoon commander Miss Angeline Ding Do.
मंच को सलामी देते हुए थियोफिलस स्कूल नामफाई 2 के छात्र उनके प्रतिनिधि कमांडर एंजेलिना डिंगदो.
We have Government Upper Primary School Miao Singpho Boys and Girls Combined, platoon commander led by Shri Abhiraj Mura. And then we have band team from Sampoda Tibetan School JR Camp Miao.
Next we have DPS Government Upper Primary School Miao Town Boys and Girls, led by the commander Sri Mung Mung Wapai.
Yes, we have PM Shri Government Upper Primary School Milltown Boys and Girls Combined Shri Mung Mung Wapai, and then we have State Sports Academy Boys Miao and the platoon commander Shri Raji Techi.
अगला platoon UPS Upper Miao Boys and Girls, led by platoon commander Miss Chaitanya Bongte.
Followed by PM Shri Kendra Vidyalaya Miao Boys platoon commander Shri Yuvraj.
मंच से गुजरते हुए अगला प्लाटून फ्रॉम ऑक्सिलम स्कूल नामफाई 2 के बच्चे प्लाटून कमांडर श्री सोंगले योबिन.
We have the students from Light of the World School Boys and Girls Combined platoon commander Miss Nakao Pansa.
29 years, and today we are celebrating 80 Independence Day. During the last 79 years, we have achieved a lot. Particularly during the last 12 and 10 years, under the visionary leadership of our Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, and in our state under the leadership of our Chief Minister Shri Pema Khandu ji, we made huge progress achievement during the last 10 years in our state under Team Arunachal headed by Shri Pema Khandu ji, Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh. और नेशनल हाईवे 10 साल पहले हमारा स्टेट में 1043 किलोमीटर्स था, आज का डेट में हमारा पास में 2538 किलोमीटर्स है। इसका मतलब अबाउट 1500 किलोमीटर्स नेशनल हाईवे बना है। और वेस्टर्न सेक्टर में इंडो तिब्बत बॉर्डर में वाइब्रेंट विलेज प्रोग्राम VVP फेज 1 जो चल रहा है, उसमें 125 विलेजेस को जोड़ा है और 1022 किलोमीटर्स नया रोड बनाया। ईस्टर्न और भूटान सेक्टर में फेज 2 आया है हमारा। तो ईस्टर्न में इंडो म्यांमार बॉर्डर तिराप चांगलांग एंड लोंगडिंग, एंड देन वेस्टर्न साइड में भूटान बॉर्डर में और इस बार गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया ने अप्रूव किया है। हमारा इस कंस्टिट्यूएंसी मियाओ सब डिवीजन में इंटायर विजयनगर सर्कल BVP2 में कवर होगा।
Thank you. Thank you to this chief guest, Honorable MLA, advisor to the Honorable CM, for giving a brief description and work progress, especially in the Miao subdivision. The concept of Team Arunachal to having as a teamwork with different areas, Vijayanagar, Kharsang and Miao. The special concept of the bypass road between the Miao meditation centers and facilitation centers and Miao subdivision. A special package for TR camp and special package for the Kharsang Water Project and State Sports Academy. Thank you, sir, for your beautiful description and the encouraging the students and the team of Miao subdivision for this beautiful first time different way of celebration of Independence Day. And plus she will be receiving a commendation certificate. Next I will to call upon the stage Mrs. Purnima Sonar Das, health assistant from once again from Community Health Center Miao. Srimati Purnima Sonar Das. Next I would like to call upon Sri P. Venkat Rao, Arogya Mitra from CSC Miao. Sri P. Venkat Rao, Arogya Mitra. Next I would like to call a young and talented guest teacher from Government High Secondary School, Miao, Sri Waibon Romrang, for his extraordinary service in the school from Government High Secondary School, Miao, with a commendation certificate and a cash award. Next, I would like to call upon again a teacher from Government High Secondary School, Miao, Sri Michi Lama, TGT Mathematics. Sri Michi Lama, Kharsang, Ms. Nemwang Lungfi, receiving a commendation certificate and cash award for her extraordinary dedication and service as a teacher. Next, I would like to call upon Sri Kishore Modi, PGT guest teacher, again from Government High Secondary School, Kharsang. He is also an media person from Changlang 24/7, working as a guest teacher at Government High Secondary. Next, I would like to call upon Sri Mankum Jugli, TGT Biology from Government Secondary School, Nam 51. Mang, TGT Social Science from Government Secondary School, Nam 51. Next, I would like to call upon Miss Kemlok Haisa, TGT Hindi, also receiving a cash award and commendation certificate. If not, they have to collect it from the ADC office once that certificate arrives. Next, on the 13th number, we have GB from Songking, old and new, if they are present here, from Songking, Bastika to GBs, the senior most elders from Tangsa community and renowned Songking village, receiving the trophy and for their outstanding service as a GB in their respective villages. From GB, old and new, Songking. Next, we have Sri Namang Singh Thapa. Namang Singh Thapa, guest teacher from mathematics. I think he's not present here. Okay.
This is an indigenous ritual that takes place, and we will also show the Sipongyong Manao Poi. I will just give a brief explanation of what Nacho means. Nacho is an ancient, traditional animistic belief and indigenous ritual practice of the Singpho community. It centers on the reverence, appeasement, and invocation of nuts, which are ancestral spirits, nature deities, and unseen cosmic forces, believed to influence human health, fortune, and community safety. The Singpho tribe also practices animism, the worship of spirits called the nuts. When such worship is performed, it is called Natjo. They worship nature as well as ancestral spirits and unseen cosmic forces. What you are witnessing is the custom of ancestor worship performed in the backyard, usually by constructing two fresh and stilted altars called the Nat Kinley. The altars are normally meant for a male and female spirits of a family or a clan's ancestor. The Natjo ceremony is performed for appeasement, sustenance, and gratitude. The altars are made of wood and bamboo. The altars are marked with hanging of male and female belongings and adornments respectively. A shaman called the Dumsa is engaged, who performs the exhortations and establishes communications with the spiritual realm. The other person is the Dungjong, who is responsible to cut and arrange proper portions of the sacrificial animals and other offerings which are placed atop the altars. It is believed that if a crow or a group of crows land on the altar and savor the offerings of the worship, is said to have served the purpose. A significant element of the ceremony is the reading of the spleen of the sacrificial animal, which the appearance of it gives both the positive and negative predicament. Though today many Singphos have largely embraced Buddhism, community elders still preserve the knowledge of Natjo as a core pillar of traditional Singpho heritage and oral history. The Sipongyong Manao Poi is the essence and epitome of Singpho culture and heritage. The festival is celebrated in commemoration of Sipongyong, who is considered the progenitor of the Singphos. It is believed that Singphos are the descendants of the sixth son, Yong in order of birth, and the naming pattern of the Singphos. The Manao can be translated as dance and Poi as festival. Manao is a thematic representation of dance forms, and during this Sipongyong Manao Poi, Kumru Manao and Sat Manao are performed. Kumru Manao is performed to celebrate unity and brotherhood, while Sat Manao is for wealth and prosperity among the various dances forms that are performed on various ceremonies and occasions. Legend has it that the Manao was first imbibed by the Singphos from various sources of nature like the birds, butterflies, and fishes. As for mythology, one Mading Yong observed the movement and gyration of the birds, butterflies, and fishes and transformed into human dance form, which to this date we carry forward in the Manao festival. The Sipongyong Manao Poi is a unique in the sense of it's truly a festival centered on dance, or the Manao besides showcasing the culture and heritage. What you see in a tableau, on the right side of the tableau, we are showcasing in the form of pictures of the Singpho Palap. It's a brew of heritage crafted with nature's essence. Singpho Palap represents the Asian tea-making traditions of the Singphos, community of Arunachal Pradesh, believed to be amongst the earliest tea cultivators in India. Handcrafted through traditional fermentation and sun-drying methods, this organic tea embodies purity, wellness, and centuries-old legacy of harmony with nature. The Singpho Palap receives a geographical indication tag in 2022. Today, we celebrate the aroma of authenticity, the taste of Singpho Palap's living traditions. On the other side of the tableau, we have the pictures depicting the Singpho textiles. Weaving is a traditional occupation of the Singpho women, and they are well versed in this art, as it is the art of dyeing. A Singpho house is incomplete without the loom in the front of it. All the women, irrespective of their ages, excepting for the course, the young children, know weaving. They grow cotton in their houses and spun the yarn themselves. Women use simple black strap looms to create vibrant geometric patterns and distinct black, red and green garments that indicate age, status or identity. Their most favorite yarn is the muga and cotton yarn to weave their everyday use clothing. The Singphos make their dresses themselves, and even now, with the exception of very few of them, all use homemade dress. The man's dress consists of a lungi woven in checks with a yarn of various colors, a jacket and a turban. The dress of the women consists of beautiful designed scarves, a waistband and a turban. The women's skirt is called bukang and bathang. On the back of our tableau, the picture depicts the Singpho traditional musical instruments. On the back of the tableau, one can see the pictures of various traditional musical instruments used at Manai Poi or other important occasions and ceremonies. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Sipongyong Manao Poi being performed by the delegates of the Singpho community. The Singpho community taking forward would like to wish everyone a very happy 80th Independence Day. Thank you.
That was a beautiful presentation of the Singpho community with a beautiful description of the different events and cultural items, the demonstration they have displayed here. For us, a knowledge of our soul that protects this project, the family from seasonal floods, from wild animals, snakes, and from dampness. This flexible jointed system makes the house with an earthquake resistant. The roof is covered with palm leaves. This is not a normal palm leaf, it is a large, broad, and extremely strong leaf that grows deeply inside our jungle. The house has no separate rooms, only one long open hall, which teaches us that there should be no division in the family. The low doors teach us that bow down and be humble when we enter someone's home. And it is the lap of this great house that all our other traditions, weaving, farming, crafting, and our joyous Sapalo dance are born. The Tangsa Pangwa women wearing a symbol of self-reliance. At the front of the tableau, the Tangsa Pangwa women are seen on their traditional line clothes weaving. They are adorned with their own heart-woven colorful attire, shawls, lungis and khalong. Each motif, each color combination woven into the fabric has a distinct meaning representing a clan identity, social status and stories of nature. This is not merely a making cloth, it is a weaving knowledge, identify the traditional passed down through the generations. It is the strongest symbol of women empowerment and admiration. It shows the highly respect and skill position women hold in the Pangwa society. Threshing paddy in June cultivation, life and nature of women are seen in the fields, manually separating paddy grains from the paddy plant. Without any modern machinery, women with immense hard work and care collect the paddy, penicils and the bamboo baskets and called sanne. This scene showcases hard labor, dependence on nature, and a deep respect for Mother Earth. Traditional rice milling, health and heritage. Women are pounding paddy in a traditional woven mortar. Women are rhythmically pounding the thumb, the perfect synchronization, often accompanied by folk songs. This highlights the scene of hidden in our traditions. Hard-poured rice is more nutritious and tastier than the machine-milled rice as it retains its essential nutrients. Men making rope from the bamboo. The skill of men Tangsa Pangwa men are engaged in making rope from bamboo. Arunachal is known as the land of bamboo. Men skilled with bamboo extract its fine fibers and twist them into strong opens, ropes, baskets and other household items. This demonstrates their profound indigenous knowledge of nature and exceptional craftsmanship. It is a living example of Atmanirbhar Bharat. The Tangsa Pangwa warrior, the guardian and the pride in the center of the tableau stands as a majestic and fearless Tangsa Pangwa warrior. The Tangsa Pangwa warrior carries a dao, a spear and a spirit of courage and bravery. He is adorned with a necklace of wild boar teeth, braided neck bracelets. This warrior is not just a symbol of war but a guardian of the village, the culture and the forest. He reminds us the bravery, courage and self-respect for ancestors. It shows that while we are peace-loving people, we are also courageous enough to protect our heritage. The most important Sapolo dance is the light of the joy, unity, happiness and celebration. Sapolo is the most joyful, popular and celebratory folk dance of the Tangsa Pangwa. The Tikaks generally inhabit in Nampong, Manmao, Miao circles of Changnam district. They have also the community residing at Assam. The tablet representing the Tikak traditional hut, showcasing the different activities and cultural craftsmanship of the Tikaks in the tableau. एक बार जोरदार ताली देके तिखाक कम्युनिटी को एक बार स्वागत करेंगे। मंच की ओर आगे बढ़ रहा है लेड बाय एनसीसी कैडेट्स। Tikaks are one of the most beautiful music lovers, and they have the skill for playing the beautiful different rhythmic gongs in different ways. Tikaks are one of the finest gongs players of the Tangsa community. This is a folk song of the Tikak. Iglesia Legi is one of the most important folk songs of the Tikha community, which is generally sung and demonstrated during the Mo festival of the Tikhaks. जोरदार ताली दिखा सब्सक्राइब को इस ब्यूटीफुल प्रेजेंटेशन इस नृत्य के लिए अपनी महिला खासकर यहाँ महिलाओं ने नृत्य प्रस्तुत किया है और जो वन ऑफ द फेमस गोंग्स म्यूजिक हम सबको सुनने को मिला है द रिदमिक साउंड ऑफ द गोंग्स द नेक्स्ट वी हैव द राइविंग इज वन ऑफ द मेजर subtribes of Atangsas residing at Miao, Kharsang, Kimyong and Changlang circles of our district. In front of the truck we have the demonstration of the cap, the most prestigious cap of the Tangsa community and the Muglum community. The cap is the honor, the symbol of the Tangsas, depicting with the teeth of the wild boar and the tails of the hornbill. The Muglum community showcasing the traditional attire, the traditional handicraft and the Muglum hut. important Momal dance of the Mughals. The rhythmic beat of the drums and the rhythmic dance of the both male and female dancers, the Mowal and Monu. The rhythmic beat of the drums echoes in the ears, representing the beautiful the Momal festival. In the tableau we have seen the beautiful Mowal and Monu with the drums and the different traditional weapons displayed in the tableau of the Mughlam Tangsa tableau. The सुंदर दृश्य और मुगलम जनजाति का जो कल्चर और ट्रेडिशन, उनके रीति रिवाज, उनके निजी जीवन का जो आर्ट एंड क्राफ्ट, उनके नृत्य, उनके गीत, उनका जीवन का दृश्य हम सबके सामने प्रस्तुत किया गया है। बहुत सुंदर, जोरदार ताली अकबर मुगलम कम्युनिटी के लिए। आगे बढ़ने के लिए बोल दीजिए। Of Arunachal Pradesh occupy the northern slope of the Patkai range, the Tirap Valley, the now Dihing plains and the hills bordering the Brahmaputra Valley of Assam. The Longchangs originally belonged to the place called Jangsung Longchang, located in a mountain range called Masai Simrapum in the Hukong Valley of Burma. The village Jangsung Longchang is situated between the two streams called Tarong and Tanai in Upper Burma. The Longchangs migrated westward and occupied the Patkai hills some tribes before and advent to a home in Brahmaputra Valley. The Longchangs are also called the Changsas, belonging to the Tongva subdivision of the Tangsas. The Longchangs inhabit the northeastern and eastern part of the Changlang district, covering the Namtok, the Miao, and the Changlang circles of the district. A total of 16 Longchang villages dominated by the Longchang community include the Old Changlang, the New Changlang, Kengku, Rangkatu, Chokdok, Jungmaisung, Kuchek, Kongsa, Kutung, Longfa, Fangyak, and New Yumchung. The tabule that describes the migration history of the Longchangs in the 3 level stages. रुक जाओ।
Ancient era. In ancient time, the Longchang Tangsa lived mainly through jung cultivation and hunting. Frequent conflict with warrior tribe made hunting and defense an important part of life. Traditional weapons include pa, jang, lug, kingrakong, brang, kenkaro, and the law. traditional clothing was simple and practical. Men wore reitu along with kuko kalak and kuko, while women wore leseng, kaptong, and jam. Medieval era. During the medieval period, Longchang tradition gradually developed through weaving, clothing, ornaments, and musical traditions. The Longchang also developed distinctive weaving traditions, while traditional ornaments and musical instruments such as gong and drums become important symbols of their cultural identity. Modern era, preservation and revival. In modern times, the Longchan Taksa continue to preserve their heritage through traditional weaving, dress, festival, music, and rituals. The Puksum and Jangba remain the traditional ornaments, while the Tito Wat, a special crafted wooden traditions, represent prosperity and associated with Lakshmi, the goodness of wealth. The Moham festival celebrated annual in May, reflect the community, spiritual and cultural traditions, rituals such as Pakrom, Hamrom, and performance with drum and gongs, Longrom and Nyamrom. Our journey from survival and migration to cultural development to preservation and revival, the Longchan Tantra continue to carry the history, identity, traditions from one generation to the next.
This was the sole cause of the drift migration of the Longchangs and their traditional culture and their adaptation in the different generations. The process of migration of Longchangs from Jiangsu Longchang of Hukong when it started probably in the 8th century. The most celebration is the most important annual festival of the Longchangs. The Sasai that is sung on the Mo festival is one of the most important festivals describing and appraising the goddess of Lakshmi, that is the Chamja Tungja. The drums and the gongs are one of the major musical instruments of the Longchangs, and the next we have the tablet of the Tibetan group demonstrating the beautiful culture and the famous yak dance which we used to see. सिक्योरिटी थोड़ा डेमोन्स्ट्रेशन यहाँ डिस्टर्बेंस होना नहीं है. काइंडली make the audience to sit in a sequence way so that the disturbance doesn't occurs. Disturbance na ho. ये अपना तरफ से एक गिफ्ट ऑनर करते हुए ये आपकी तरफ से सब जितने भी यहाँ अतिथि बैठे हैं. This is the beautiful culture of the Tibetans.
Up next we have the Yobin Lisu tribe, Tableau. The Yobin Lisu dance is a vibrant traditional performance of the Yobin Lisu community, primarily residing in the remote Vijayanagar circle such as Gandhigram village of the Changlang district in Arunachal Pradesh. It is prominently performed during social cultural gatherings and the traditional New Year festival, which we call it as Koshi Pai. A glimpse of the traditional Yobin Lisu dance performance during the festival celebrations performed during the New Year festival, community feasts, weddings, and to welcome honored guests. Dancers wear striking, colorful traditional hand-woven garments, embellished with beads and distinct regional patterns. The dance symbolizes unity, joy, gratitude for nature, and the preservation of indigenous heritage in the eastern frontier of India.
The tableau of the Lisu itself reflects the craftsmanship of the Lisu community, the different crafts, and the showcasing the talent and the heritage itself reflects the beauty of the Lisu tribe and the commitment and the connection with the nature.
Decorating their tableau with beautiful handcrafted and woven traditional ornaments, looking absolutely beautiful and taking us back to the ancient days with a beautiful dance. Holding every beat. Coordinating with one another while wearing beautiful attire. It is a vibrant cultural expression where the dancers wear striking dresses, bead headgear, and ornaments.
Round of applause to the Lisu community. एक जोरदार ताली. Thank you. बहुत सुंदर पूरा विजयनगर का लिसु गांव हम सबको दृश्य देखने को मिला है. बहुत सुंदर प्रस्तुति. It's beautiful presentation from the Lisu community. Now we will just move out of the Changlang district.
The Nishi tribe of Arunachal Pradesh celebrates vibrant cultural festivals like Neokum Yulo and Buribul Yulo in February and Lungte Yulo in April. These events feature synchronized community folk dance where men and women hold hands in large circles, singing traditional tunes to invoke nature and pray for a bountiful harvest.
First of all, most respected our DC ADC Miao. First of all, cordially most welcome to a wonderful day of 15 August Independence Day celebration 2026. We want to introduce our address. We are participating from the Nishi tribe. We glad to show our pride, customary law system by the Nishi people. Even our Nishi dialect called Nida. So I would like to introduce and explain about our rich attire. I will be telling one by one, head to leg, it's them, what's where he or she bodies. तो अभी दुल्हा की तरफ से अपना फैमिली मेंबर को तो अपना लोकल ट्रेडिशनल अपुंग सबको चकाया जाता है. तो सभी को अपने फैमिली मेंबर का अपना रिलेशन को मतलब सम्मान देते हुए सभी को चखाया गया है। और अभी दुल्हा दुल्हन का थोड़ा डिस्क्राइब कर देना चाहेगा। जो दुल्हा का माथा में जो पहनता है उसको हम लोग पुदुम बोलता है, जो कैप है, और गला में जो पहना हुआ है वो माला है, हम लोग उसको तसंग बोलता है, और दाव पहना हुआ है, दाव को हम लोग ओरेव बोलता है। उसके बाद में जो पाँव में भी रस्सी लगाता है उसको हम लोग लुरुम बोलता है, हाथ में भी लगाया जाता है उसको लागरुम बोलता है, और दुल्हन का जो माथा में लगाया है उसको हम लोग दुम्पिंग बोलता है, और जो बम्बू से बना है हम लोग दप्पू बोलता है, और उनका पीछे में जो कैरी किया हुआ है वो हम उदुम बोलता है। जो माता पिताजी का तरफ से जो भी लोकल माला देता है वही पहना जाता है। हाँ ठीक, तो अभी हम लोग का बुया करेगा निशी ट्राइब के ओर से, लगा दीजिए। हो 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 साउंड तो कम हो गया।
Nina जो लोग आगे बैठे हैं सब लोग नीचे बैठ जाए, पीछे मंच से लोगों को दिखाई नहीं दे रहा है। जो रोड के सामने बैठे हैं सब नीचे बैठ जाएंगे। That was a beautiful presentation from the Nishi tribe, one of the major tribes of Arunachal Pradesh, the largest tribe, showcasing the Nishi beautiful culture and tradition, rhythmically showcasing their dance. The next tableau that is arriving is the Galo tribe.
Thank you
Again,
very much. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Nishi tribe. That was such a lovely presentation. We have up next Galo tribe, a beautiful tableau. The Galo tribe is one of the major indigenous communities in Arunachal Pradesh. They celebrate the Mopin festival. Their vibrant culture features distinctive handloom weaving, folk songs and traditional dances like Popir and Irab. Many practice Doni Polo, a traditional belief system revering the sun and the moon as divine forces. Women weave distinct black and white or modern green and white geometric patterns. Rice is the staple food. Rice beer, opo or apong, and local dishes cooked in bamboo segments form an essential part of hospitality. The most famous folk dance of the Galos performed during the Mopin festival. Dancers wear elegant white blouses wrapped around skirts, beaded necklace and shell or bamboo ornaments, moving gracefully to rhythmic folk songs. During celebrations, participants smear itter, rice powder, on each other's faces as a blessing of peace and unity. Rice is the staple food. Rice beer, opo or apung, and local dishes cooked in bamboo segments form an essential part of hospitality.
tableau हम सबको गालो जनजाति का जो घर है उसका प्रदर्शन हम सबको देखने को मिल रहा है। किस तरह जनरली अपना गालो कम्युनिटी का जो घर होता है ट्रेडिशनल हट, और उनके सुंदर नृत्य जो और पोशाक, उनके कल्चर, उनके आर्ट एंड क्राफ्ट सबको दर्शाते हुए, और टेबल के ऊपर जो सबसे ऊपर द ट्रेडिशनल कैप ऑफ द गालोस उन्होंने जो प्रस्तुत किया है वो बहुत सुंदर।
Mopin is the main festival of the Galos and celebrated in April for prosperity and wealth. Mituns are sacrificed and feasts hosted with meat and rice beer opo. Members smear rice powder on each other's forehead while the boys and girls dance from house to house.
The Galos are one of the beautiful craftsmen, and the craft that has been displayed in the tableau, the art and culture and the traditional attire of men and women has been displayed here. The Galo lifestyle has been displayed in the tableau, followed by the beautiful ladies dancing with the Galo music.
Decorating their tableau with the handmade ornaments, traditional ornaments, making the tableau absolutely beautiful.
जोरदार ताली गालो इस टेबल के लिए सब तरफ से एक बार बहुत ही सुंदर. The two old men crafting the galo art and craft with their beautiful attire and small kids sitting in the veranda of the Galo house. Thank you very much for your beautiful and colorful presentation of the Galo tribe.
Thank you so much, Galo tribe. Thank you so much. Pyare Darshako, up next we have Apatani tableau. Presenting before you is a tableau of Apatani tribe from Zero Valley, Lower Subansari district. Above the tableau called the Biopa, along with Puidin, represents the traditional hat gear worn by the male members. The traditional pole seen here represents the female member called the Babo character during Myoko festival. The platform represents the lapang used by the priest or nibu to perform traditional rituals, also used by the male members during community meetings. The model on the platform or lapang represents a priest or nibu chanting a local hymn during Myoko festival, while the other male members is making a traditional bamboo basket, followed by a female member winnowing the rice. The white, red and blue color wrapped around the tableau represents the Bilang Abi worn by the women folk during the Dri festival. And now presenting before you pre-dance performed during Dri festival. The Dri festival is the largest agricultural festival of the Apatani tribe, celebrated every year in the Zero Valley of Lower Subansari district, Arunachal Pradesh. It is held to pray for a bountiful harvest, protect crops from pests, and ensure the overall prosperity and health of the community. Prayers and sacrificial offerings are made to key deities such as Danya, Meti, Tamu, Mepin, and Meder to safeguard crops and human life. The platform represents the lapang used by the priest or ngibu to perform traditional rituals, also used by the male members during community meetings. The model on the platform or lapang represents a priest or ngibu chanting a local hymn during Myoko festival, while the other male member is making a traditional bamboo basket, followed by a female member winnowing the rice. The white, red, and blue color wrapped around the tableau represents the Bilang Abi worn by the women folk during the Dri festival.
Thank you. जोरदार ताली आपातानी community के लिए.
This is Apatani tableau.
The Vanchos. The tableau of Vancho is arriving here. जोरदार एक बार ताली इसका स्वागत के लिए.
Up next, we have the Vancho tableau. The Vancho tribe lives in the Patkai hills of the Longding district in Arunachal Pradesh. Their rich culture features traditional wood carving, distinct face and body tattooing, a chieftain social system and vibrant communal dances centered around their main spring festival, Oria. Society is led by a hereditary chief held by a council of elders. Artisans carve intricate wooden figures and motifs to decorate village houses and morooms, youth dormitories. Dancers move in unison in large circles or row around a jungbang. An energetic folk and war style performance where participants step and sway to rhythmic drum beats and traditional chanting, showing community pride and unity. Men wear loincloths with cane waistbands, bed and coin necklace, and bamboo headgear adorned with hornbill feathers. They carry ceremonial sword with gold hair tufted golden handles. Women wear distinctive traditional hand-woven robes and heavy chains of glass beads and brass necklaces, moving gracefully alongside the men.
The Wancho is one of the richest, culturally rich tribe of Arunachal Pradesh, located in the eastern part, the most eastern part district of Arunachal Pradesh, that is the Longding district, bordering to the Nagaland state. The most rich and heritage tribe of Arunachal Pradesh, showcasing the beautiful rhythmic song during the husking of the wheat. That is a traditional folk music, and that has showcased here. Thank you, one beautiful Wancho tribe, for your beautiful preparing the beats.
Thank you so
Wanchos are
much.
famous for their beats.
Uttar Pradesh possesses a rich cultural heritage rooted in deep harmony with nature, democratic village governance via the Kebang, and vibrant artistic expressions. Their traditions thrive through communal festivals, distinctive attire, and rhythmic folk dances that narrate ancestral history. Adi lives mostly in the Siang Hills, practicing wet rice and shifting, that is jhum cultivation. They are known for communal harmony, sharing locally brewed rice beer, apong, and hunted food during celebrations. Women are expert weavers, creating striking geometric patterns on traditional attire. Men craft distinct headgear using wild boar teeth and hornbill beaks.
The Adi Tebulu, representing the beautiful Adi traditional hut, the house of the Adis. Focusing to the art and craft of the Adis. They are focusing the traditional way of making threads from the fresh cotton, which is one of the traditional knowledge of the tribals, and this is the initial way how threads are prepared from the fresh cotton. The Adi women are one of the talented and very much interested in the art and craft. The locally made clothes in the traditional way is displayed in the tableau. The Adi Janjati अपने कल्चर के प्रति, अपने ट्रेडिशन के प्रति बहुत लगाव है. They are अपने
the Adi tribe of Arunachal Pradesh performs vibrant and rhythmic traditional folk dances like Ponong and Tapu. These dances represent their deep bond with nature, celebrate good harvests, and preserve ancestral legends. Main purpose of this dance perform to pray for a rich harvest and community well-being.
जोरदार ताली एक बार दी community move towards the western, the Bengal, the Bengali समाज टेबल हम सबके सामने. Bengali समाज one of the richest, culturally rich from the South India. Beautiful festival, especially followers of Durga Ma.
Bengali dance and culture feature a rich mix of classical roots, vibrant rural folk traditions. Key dance forms celebrate mythology, nature and social values through rhythmic movements, colorful costumes, and traditional instruments like the thak and dhol. A powerful and expressive devotional and folk dance used for social commentary and storytelling, prominent during regional New Year celebrations. An energetic dance featuring high leaps and the use of cholas or props mimicking
the tableau that is representing the Puja Mandap. Especially we will find during the different celebrations, especially Durga Puja, Kali Puja and other Bengali ceremonial festivals. During the marriage ceremony and other rituals, the Puja Pandal is being constructed and demonstrated here in the tableau. The women showcasing the Aarti dance that is usually performed during the Durga Puja and Kali Puja. The Bengali Samaj are the devotees of the Kali Ma and the Durga Ma. We have just reached the coast of Ganga in the Bengal, Calcutta. The sounds of the Sant represents the commitment and the appealing towards the Mata Durga during the Durga Puja. The Aarti dance is one of the most important dance that is performed during the Durga Puja by the women to show their devotion, their prayers to Durga Ma for their well-being and the well-being of the people. आज हमको ऐसा लग रहा है कि मियाओ में दुर्गा पूजा शुरू हो गया है, लेकिन अभी शुरू नहीं हुआ है.
The traditional Bengali dance performed during the Aarti ceremony is called Dhunchi Nritya or Dhunchi Nash. It is high energy devotional folk dance where worshippers balance an ardent pot filled with burning coconut husks and incense, moving rhythmically to the heavy beats of the traditional thak drum during Durga Puja. Dancers hold a clay burner, dhunchi, packed with burning charcoal and dried coconut fiber, which creates thick, fragrant smoke. A skilled performance balance, one dhunuchi in their hands, another between their teeth and sometimes on their forehead. The dance sings with a loud, rapid and thunderous beat of the large thak called drum. It is performed during the evening Aarti prayers, especially on Asami and Navratri. Puja.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद बंगाली समाज के लिए दुर्गा पूजा का माहौल बनाने के लिए। आने वाला दुर्गा पूजा मियाओ में और शानदार होगा, ऐसा हम सबको महसूस हो रहा है। खासकर अपने माताओं के लिए, दीदियों के लिए, जिन्होंने इस सुंदर पोशाक में पूरा बंगाल का दृश्य हम सबको यहाँ प्रस्तुत किया है। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। हम सबके सामने, हम सबके करीब वाला राज्य, हम सब अरुणाचल को सबसे सामने वाला जो राज्य असम, और असम इस कल्चर हम सबके सामने इस टेबल का जो स्वागत करने के लिए एक बार जोरदार ताली।
This Assamese tableau represents the rich cultural heritage, traditions, devotions, and artistic spirit of Assam, beautifully presented through a decorated with traditional Assamese cultural elements such as banana plants, japi, gamusa, and other symbols of Assamese heritage. These elements represent the simple, colorful, and deeply rooted cultural identity of the Assamese people. The main body of the truck is showcasing a short scene from a Bhavna performance depicting a dramatic battle between the gods, Devta, and demons Asur. Bhavna is a traditional and religious art form of Assam. Bhavna was introduced by spiritual guru Srimanta Sankar Deva. On board, the back side of the truck is representing the vibrant Bihu dance. Bihu is one of the most beloved cultural symbols of Assam. The dance, music, and traditional attire reflect the joy, youthfulness, unity, agricultural life, and colorful spirit of the Assamese people. The main body of the truck is showcasing a short scene from a Bhavna performance depicting a dramatic battle between the gods Devta and demons Asur. On both the back sides of the truck is representing the vibrant Bihu dance. Bihu is one of the most beloved cultural symbols of Assam. The dance, music, and traditional attire reflect the joy, youthfulness, unity, agricultural life, and colorful spirit of the Assamese people. Ladies and gentlemen, here we have the Bihu dance from Assam.
That was a beautiful representation from our Assamese community. जोरदार ताली एक बार उनके लिए. The भावना डिस्प्ले करते हुए इस टेबल में Assamese culture, Assamese बिहू, सभी Assamese community members को बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद. बिहू लगी से.
Once again, thank you so much, Assamese. Pontai. The Pontais are one of the major sub-tribes of Tangsa community residing in Bodumsa area of Changlang district. The headgear in the tableau is called Longsong Kopok, that symbolizes bravery and high social status. The hornbill feather in the headgear represents the honor, nobility and high rank. The wild boar tusk in the headgear signifies ferocity, strength and protection from enemy. The traditional hut in the tableau is called Chem, that is constructed collectively and signifies the unity, stability and constructive society of Pontai community. The red and white color around the tableau symbolizes the traditional attire of male dancer that represents the honesty and purity of Pontai community. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Pontai tableau.
हम सबके सामने पोंथाई जनजाति, जो खासकर तंगसा जनजातियों में से एक जनजाति है, जो खासकर अपने चांगलांग जिला के बोडुमसा सर्कल और तिराप जिला के देवमाली सर्कल में इन सब जनजातियों का गांव उपस्थित है और वहां बसते हैं. पोंथाई जनजाति जो बहुत ही कल्चरल रिच जनजाति है और टेबुले पर हम सबको देखने को मौका मिल रहा है उनका ट्रेडिशनल हट. वीविंग जो अपने कपड़े बुनने का दृश्य भी हम सबको देखने को मिल रहा है. गांव का जो जीवन का दृश्य हम सबको देखने को मिल रहा है. उन सब के आर्ट एंड क्राफ्ट, उनके रिचुअल्स, पोंथाई जनजातियों का जो बहुत ही रिच एंड ब्यूटीफुल जो कल्चर है प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं हम सबके सामने. पोंथाई जनजातियों का मोल जो one of the major festivals of the Ponthai Janjati, and they are the music lovers and rhythmic जो drums जो play कर रहे हैं, ये उनके मोल फेस्टिवल में इस ड्रम्स को और गीत को गाया जाता है. दूसरी तरफ हम सबको पोंथाई जनजातियों के महिलाओं का जो नृत्य है वो भी हम सबके सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं. The folk dance of the Ponthai, especially the women folk performing the beautiful folk dance and the folk song.
The Pontais are one of the major sub-tribes of Tangsa community, residing in Bodumsa area of Changlang district. The headgear in the tableau is called Longsong Kopok, that symbolizes bravery and high social status. The hornbill feather in the headgear represents the honor, nobility and high rank. The white boar tucked in the headgear signifies ferocity, strength and protection from enemy. The traditional hut in the tableau is called Chem, that is constructed collectively and signifies the unity, stability and constructive society of Ponthai community. The red and white color around the tableau symbolize the traditional attire of male dancer that represents the honesty and purity of Ponthai community.
बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद पोंथाई जनजातियों के इस सुंदर प्रस्तुति के लिए। हम सबको यहाँ बैठे बैठे पोंथाई गांव पर हम पोंथाई का गांव के जो दृश्य हम सबको देखने का मौका मिल रहा है। जोरदार ताली दर्शकों की ओर से पोंथाई जनजातियों का इस प्रस्तुतिकरण के लिए। ब्यूटीफुल रिदमिक ड्रम्स ऑफ द एंड द डांस ऑफ द वुमेन फोक इतने दूर की ओर से यहाँ प्रस्तुत किया जाएगा।
Bhojpuri culture flourishing in parts of Bihar, Uttar Pradesh is deeply agrarian, vibrant and rooted in storytelling. Traditional Bhojpuri dances express community bonding, seasonal changes and deep emotional narratives like romantic longing and separation, accompanied by traditional instruments like the dholak, harmonium and flute.
भोजपुरी समाज का यह अलग अलग जो फेस्टिवल्स का दृश्य हम सबको देखने को मिलेगा इस टेबुले पर, जैसे कि झिंझिया नृत्य, छठ पूजा, होली। खासकर यह हम सब भोजपुरी समाज को जानने का प्रयास करेंगे तो इनका इतिहास नालंदा विश्वविद्यालय की ओर से, जहाँ इस समाज का इतिहास जुड़ा हुआ है। टेबुले के ऊपर हम लोग उनका जो गांव का जीवन का दृश्य, जहाँ गाय के लिए चारा काटा जा रहा है, जो भोजपुरी समाज का गांव का जो दृश्य हम सबको टेबुले में देखने को मौका मिल रहा है। जो मटका जो बना रहे हैं, मटका बनाना भोजपुरी समाज का बहुत बड़ा कला है और यह कला यहाँ इस नृत्य में, यहाँ दृश्य में हम सबको देखने को मिल रहा है। यह गांव की ओर से यहाँ एक गांव को पानी साझने के लिए यहाँ कुआं का दृश्य भी हम सबको देखने को मिल रहा है और यहाँ दुल्हन को ले जाते हुए दृश्य हम सबके सामने देखने को मिल रहा है और यह होली का दृश्य भी हम सबको देखने को मिल रहा है।
In rural Bhojpuri culture, cutting grass or green fodder, chara or ghas for cows and cattle is a daily manual or mechanical chore. Armed with traditional curved sickle, hasia or fesul, a villager heads to the field, trims fresh grass or crop stalks, bundles them and brings them back to feed the livestock. A handheld crescent-shaped iron blade with a wooden handle used to slice grass close to the ground. Bending low in the field, the person grabs a handful of grass and smoothly cuts it with a sickle. The cut grass is tied into a large bundle, bhuja or chara, and carried back on the head or bicycle to the homestead. At the cattle shed, long grass or stalks are fed into mechanical chop cutlery machine to chop them into smaller, easily digestible pieces for the cows.
यह होली का गीत दृश्य हम सबके सामने प्रस्तुत किया जा रहा है। महिलाएं, बुजुर्ग, बच्चे सभी इस पर अपना सहयोग दे रहे हैं। इस ब्यूटीफुल भोजपुरी समाज का दृश्य यहाँ टेबुले के ऊपर हम सबको we are able to see the village lifestyle of the Bhojpuri Samaj, the history, the culture, depicting different culture and the festivals of the Bhojpuri Samaj. And the community showcasing the beautiful holy geet. जोरदार ताली भोजपुरी समाज के लिए। भोजपुरी समाज का यह दृश्य हम सबको यूपी बिहार की ओर ले जाते हुए बहुत सुंदर दृश्य। फैमिली ऑफ विजयनगर, विजयनगर जिनके विजयनगर को बचा के रखा है बाहरी ताकतों से, represented by the Gorkha family. This contingent proudly showcases the rich and traditional culture and heritage of our settlers. From the Gorkha, the Mizo, the Kuch, Rajbangshi, Garwali and the Burman communities, we stand together as one family and many cultures and one heritage. ये विजयनगर की ओर से ये प्रस्तुतिकरण है। Our forefathers serve the nation with courage and dedication. We continue to serve our community and protect the values and land and identity of Vijayanagar. Proud of our roots and united to driven and service to our country. Jai Hind. हम सबके सामने विजयनगर की ओर से यह गोरखा समाज का यह टेबुलू हम सबका सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहा है। मैं पढ़ना चाहता हूं। आ रहे विजयनगर के गौरवशाली और ऐतिहासिक असम राइफल्स पूर्व सैनिक बसने वाले परिवार जो वर्ष 1967 से इस धरती का अभिन्न हिस्सा रहा है। ये वीर पूर्व सैनिक, उनके परिवार इस दुर्गम सीमांत क्षेत्र को बसाने के लिए, विकसित बनाने के लिए की पहचान को मजबूत करने में सदैव स्मरणीय रहेगा। आज इनकी संतानें भी अपने उन वीर पूर्वजों की विरासत को गर्व के साथ आगे बढ़ा रहे हैं। गोरखा परिवार के प्रतिनिधि में तथा मिजो, कोच, राजबंशी, गढ़वाल और बर्मन समुदाय की समृद्ध परिवारों का साथ लेकर यह
tableau celebrated and decorated with tree, with nest in it and beautiful flowers. We have हरियाणवी tableau. चलिए एक बार जोरदार तालियां for हरियाणवी tableau.
हम सबको एक सुंदर प्रदेश हरियाणा की ओर ले जाते हुए यह टेबलू, हरियाणा समाज बहुत ही सुंदर टेबलू एक अच्छा थीम लेते हुए, एक अच्छा उद्देश्य लेते हुए टेबलू पर लिखा हुआ है, बेटी बचाओ बेटी पढ़ाओ और सेव द नेचर, सेव द ट्री, सेव द एनिमल्स। प्रकृति का संरक्षण करने के लिए, टू प्रोटेक्ट द एनवायरमेंट। इस उद्देश्य के साथ यह हरियाणी जो टेबुले हम सबके सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं और हम आशा करेंगे जो गीत जो हरियाणी गीत जो होने वाला भी इस सुंदर टेबुलू को दृश्य को दर्शाते हुए नृत्य होने वाला है। महिलाओं के द्वारा ये हरियाणी गीत में ये नृत्य हम सबके सामने प्रस्तुत करें अपने माता और बहनें।
Haryanvi culture is deeply rooted in agriculture, vibrant rural values. Traditional Haryanvi dances like Hag, Dhamal and Korya celebrate seasonal harvest, community joy and weddings. Accompanied by arty folk music, the lifestyle features distinct colorful attire, wholesome food and deep-rooted community panchayats. A seasonal dance performed during the spring month of Falgun, Holi, to celebrate the upcoming harvest. An energetic open ground mill dance from the Ahirwal region reflecting victory. An exclusive graceful dance performed by women during weddings and joyous ceremonies. A traditional girls dance performed during the spring season featuring playful questions and answers in song format.
इस टेबल में हरियाणी जनजाति दृश्य के साथ राजस्थानी दृश्य भी हम सबको देखने का मौका मिलेगा। इस टैबुले पर जो अलग अलग जो दृश्य हम सबको देखने को मिल रहा है, जहां हम सबको, यहाँ जितने भी लोग उपस्थित हैं, सभी के लिए एक उद्देश्य के साथ ये टैबलू हम सबके सामने प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं। बेटी बचाओ, बेटी बढ़ाओ, पढ़ाओ। प्रकृति का संरक्षण करने के लिए जो जीव जंतु जो है, प्रकृति जो हम सबका जीवन के लिए बहुत योगदान करने वाला जो पेड़ पौधा है, उन सब का संरक्षण करना हम सब मनुष्यों का कर्तव्य है।
Haryanvi tableau giving us a very important message, that is Beti Bachao Beti Padhao. Beti Bachao Beti Padhao, Save the Girl Child, Educate the Girl Child is a major campaign launched by the government of India on January 22, 2015 in Panipat, Haryana. It aims to address the declining child sex ratio and empower girls through education and social change.
बहुत धन्यवाद राजस्थान और हरियाणा इस टैबू के लिए। The next we have with the slogan जय जोहार जय आदिवासी। तो अपने आदिवासी जनजातियों का यह टैबलू हम सबके सामने आगे बढ़ते हुए, मंच के सामने से आगे बढ़ते हुए हम सबको आदिवासी जनजातियों का दृश्य इस टैबलू पर प्रस्तुत कर रहे हैं।
Adivasi, indigenous tribal dance and culture are deeply tied to nature, community unity, and life cycles. These traditions feature large group performances in circles or acres or arcs where everyone joins in instead of just watching. Dancers move to simple drums and local instruments to celebrate harvest, weddings, and changing seasons. Songs and rituals treat trees, rivers, and animals like family and friends. Dancers show strong teamwork with people holding hands or linking arms in neat rows. Sad stories and songs passed down naturally from older family members to the young ones. Dancers wear handmade clothes, feather hats, and natural items like shells or leaves.
In the tableau we have the words, some of the mentioned in the tableau, the Birsa Munda Fauj, the Karam Puja, and the Tanti Parivar. There's a different segments of the society and the different culture that the Janjati, Adivasi Janjati have. The arrow, the bow and arrow is one of the most important part of the culture of the Janjat, the Adivasi Samaj.
Adivasi dances are vibrant group performances rooted in nature, community unity, and life cycle celebrations. Dancers form circles or lines to show equality and togetherness, moving to traditional instruments like drums, flutes, and the tarpa. Performance wear colorful traditional attire adorned with feathers, beads, and natural ornaments.
आप सबके सामने जो झूमर जो नृत्य है, आदिवासियों का सबसे सुंदर, और ये नृत्य जो गांव-गांव में, अपने आदिवासियों के गांव में ये झूमर नृत्य और दृश्य हम सबको देखने को मिलता है, जिस पर सारा गांव, महिलाएं, बुजुर्ग, बच्चे इस झूमर नृत्य और गीत में अपने आप को बहलाने का काम करते हैं। ये नृत्य आदिवासियों का मुख्य नृत्य और फेस्टिवल में से एक है। आदिवासी are one of the rich cultural Janjatis, and they are also good music players. ड्रम्स है, इस तरह का जो नृत्य में वो लोग इस झूमर गीत में इस तरह का गीत अलग अलग विषयों पर लेकर यह गीत गाया जाता, और the rhythmic steps that shows the beauty of the Jhumar. The women showing the beautiful steps, rhythmic steps of the Jhumar.
Traditional Adivasi attire features vibrant hand-woven cotton fabrics, simple geometric or nature-inspired motifs, and hardy colors like red, white. Outfits vary greatly by region and community, reflecting deep bonds with forest life, distinct cultural identities, and practical needs for folk dances and daily work.
Today, we would like to remember the Birsa Munda, one of the first Adivasi freedom fighters who have fought against the Britishers, that belongs from the Adivasi Janjati. Thank you. जोरदार एक बार ताली फिर से इस सुंदर झूमर गीत के लिए और नृत्य के लिए। सभी से अनुरोध है, जितने भी टैबुले के जो इंचार्ज है आप यहाँ रहेंगे, जितने भी प्लाटून कमांडर्स के जो इंचार्ज है यहाँ रहेंगे। आप सबके लिए आज के मुख्य अतिथि की ओर से टोकन ऑफ लव, ए टोकन ऑफ अप्रिशिएशन आप सबको यहाँ अपने अतिथि की ओर से दिया जाएगा।